What's up, people? I tried to make a video last time. You know, you're gonna be like, oh, you use this as an excuse. I don't care. I'm gonna use it and use it if I don't make a video. YouTube has to work with me so far. They've been working with me in like some of my videos, most of my videos that I made. So it's the USC Trojans versus the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. If we need to come out on top, you know, we need to, you know, come out on top. You know, we're gonna win it. We're gonna do it. No doubt about it. We have to come out on top. If we don't come out on top, you know, the first quarter is gonna be brutal. The first quarter is gonna be brutal. It might not be brutal, but I say like 3 or 2 touchdowns, or like 2 touchdowns with a field goal in the first half. Notre Dame before the half gets a field goal, and I say at least Notre Dame gets 10 points. Just, you know, Notre Dame is not playing great football. No, scratch that. Notre Dame is playing great football. Sorry, I should have said that. Notre Dame's playing awesome football. They're 4-1, so we're the Trojans. We could be first in Pac-10 if we were undefeated, but no, we're not. So Washington is 3-3. Just wanted to point that out. You know, they defeated Arizona. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, for the Huskies, you know, they defeated the Trojans, and for it to be for the Trojans lost to be that bad and being like, oh, you know what, the Trojans lost to a very bad team. They suck. No. The Washington has to win the rest of their games. You know, they have to try to beat the Arizona State Sun Devils, but this is not part of it. I say Trojans win. Trojans have to win. You know, the running game of the Trojans in the first game was spectacular. We just completely demolished. I was at the game. The San Jose State USC game. I was there. I'm being honest. You know, I'm not lying. I went to the game. We just did amazing with the running game. You know, Joe McKnight running. So I was on one side. I was like above the tunnel. So you know, it was really good. You know, I was like, you better get it. And then when he suddenly got, I'm like, oh God, we're gonna be at the 1. It's 1st and goal. But you know, he just like dove in and it just got to CD, which was really good. And also, you know, we're gonna do pretty good. Right? We're gonna try to demolish the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and stuff. Notre Dame, they're a great football team. They're a great football team. You know, I say Trojans win. You know, no doubt about it. If the Trojans are able to come out on top, then I say they have a chance. If the first quarter goes well for the Trojans, then you know. But you know, let's talk about the stats so far. Notre Dame, you know, lost to Michigan. Wolverines lost their last 2 straight games. But let's talk about Notre Dame right now. So Notre Dame has been doing great with the pass, you know, with the run. You know, they've been playing great football. You know, but if Matt Barkley throws an interception, if he makes bad calls, then it will end up probably with a Notre Dame Fighting Irish win. If USC has to come out on top, seeing what, you know, Notre Dame is practically gonna come out. They know the Trojans. They absolutely know the Trojans. So They practically know what the Trojans are gonna do. They're gonna see what they're gonna do. On the offense, they're first gonna see their defense. When they're on defense, they're first gonna see the offense. They're gonna try to blitz, try to get to Matt Barkley. But let's see what happens. For sure, Trojans will win for sure. Let's see what happens let's see if the Trojans are dominating in the first half, say that it's like 31-3, just saying that that's the score, then it will be a good day for us. It will be a long day for Notre Dame, good day for us, a long day for Notre Dame. And if the Fighting Irish are able to, if the Fighting Irish and their defense are able to blitz and get to Matt Barkley, then they'll have a good day. Trojans will probably have a long day. It can come out either way, The Fighting Irish, they're doing good. They're doing good. But let's see what the Trojans will do. Let's see what Pete Carroll will do against this Notre Dame team. If they're able to come out, they're gonna be like, you know what, we're doing an amazing job. Then then of course the Trojans are gonna win. That big loss to Washington, they could have kept the game running. They could have played better. They could have played as a team. Washington they just played their best. Steve Sarkisian shocking the world. Trojans, next year we're gonna go against the Huskies. We're gonna try to be undefeated. But look at this. We have a tougher schedule. We're gonna go against Vanderbilt. We're going against tougher teams. We had a chance to go undefeated this season. But you know who blew it? Aaron Corpse. If we had Matt Barkley, we would be completely owning. We would be on top of the game. Aaron Corpse, if he played all the games, you know what? We would be 0-5. Exactly, 0-5. Why do I say 0-5? Because Aaron Corpse sucks. He does not know how to control the football. He does not know how to throw. But you're going to be like, oh yeah, he doesn't know how to throw. But you're going to be like, probably the pass, yeah. Probably the giving. But you know what makes him suck? We could have done way better football, Aaron Corpse threw 3 interceptions or something like that. Who are you? Who are you? No, I just like saying that. I say, who are you? But I got this from my sister. She saw this thing, but I don't know where she got it from. She's like, who are you? So I'm deciding to put it in my video. So it's like, who are you? Aaron. So Aaron, if you're going to play football again, you have to step up. You have to step up because the rookie's doing better than you. The rookie, Matt Barkley, is doing way better than you. What are you going to do? Improve your passing game. Improve the passing game, and you can be as good as probably Peyton Manning, Nobody freaking knows. You just have to play good in the passing game, and then you can probably take your team to victory. Because you suck. If Mark Sanchez stayed, we would be undefeated by now. We would be undefeated right now. Mark Sanchez is doing great in the NFL. His team is 3-2. They lost 2 straight games. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. We're going to come out on top, Trojans, they have to maintain the ball. Joe McKnight, Stephon Johnson lost the ball against the Washington Huskies. We don't want that to happen against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Or the Notre Dame Fighting Irish is able to maintain the defense and their offense, and they're probably going to read the defense and offense and see what the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are going to do. So you know what? Just watch the game. Let's see how the Trojans do. If they're able to play spectacular football, then they completely demolish the Fighting Irish. So watch the game, see what happens, and bye. Oh yeah, bye.